Yesterday night, I was curious about the future of a translation industry, so I googled it and I found 3 or 4 articles on it. So I collected them and I posted it on my blog to private setting. So you cannot see this article, you cannot see this link collection, but don't worry about it. I will let you know the titles, the articles titles. Number 1 is modern technology and the future of language translation. This article is so special because this one written by some software developer who contributed several open AI projects. So, okay, I will read it for you. I will read it to you. Modern technology and the future of language translation. The field of language translation has never been more exciting. The opportunities for translation management systems to generate accurate, real-time translations are numerous, thanks to the growing and evolving development of artificial intelligence, machine learning, and natural language processing. In this article, Adriano Raiano discusses the evolution of language translation platforms, detailing how we got to where we're today and what advancements we can look forward to in the coming years. This article is well organized, so if you want to know about the future of a translation industry, you can skip some parts and let me check. The evolution of a translation technology and blah blah blah. What else? I've already read this article and I knew this concept of CAT, MT, or TMS, something like this. So I'm gonna skip this part. And this part is very important. Finding the right translation approach, machine versus human. I will read it for you. Finding the proper translation approach involves weighing the benefits and the drawbacks of machine translation and human translation. Each approach has its own strengths and considerations to take into account. Human translation performed by professional linguists and subject matter experts offer accuracy, particularly for complex documents like legal and technical content. Humans can grasp linguistic intricacies and apply their own experiences and instincts to deliver high-quality translations. They can break down a language, ensure cultural nuances are correctly understood, and inject creativity to make the content compelling. Collaborating with human translators allows direct communication, reducing the chances of missing project objectives and minimizing the need for revisions. That said, human translation does have some downsides, namely that it is source intensive and time consuming compared to machine translation. If you have ever worked on a multilingual project, then you understand the costs associated with human translation. Not every team has a resident translator, and finding one for a particular project can be extremely difficult. The costs often run high, and the process may not align with tight timelines or projects that prioritize speed over contextual accuracy. Nevertheless, when it comes to the localization and capturing the essence of messaging for a specific target audience, human translators excel in fine-tuning the content to resonate deeply. Machine translation cannot replicate the nuanced touch that human translators bring to the table. On the other hand, machine translation powered by artificial intelligence can advanced algorithms is rapidly improving its understanding of context and cultural nuances. Machine translation offers speed and cost efficiency compared to that manual translations, making it suitable for certain projects that prioritize a quick turnarounds and where contextual accuracy is not the primary concern. Modern TMS often integrate machine and human translation capabilities, allowing users to choose the most appropriate approach for their specific requirements. Combining human translators with machine translation tools can create a powerful translation workflow. Machine translation can be used as a starting point and paired with human post-editing to ensure linguistic precision, cultural adaptation, and overall quality. Translation management systems often provide options for leveraging both approaches, allowing for flexibility and optimization based on the content, time constraints, budget, and the desired outcome. Ultimately, finding the proper translation approach depends on the content's nature, the desired accuracy level, project objectives, budget considerations, and the time constraints. Assessing these factors and considering the advantages and disadvantages of human and machine translation will guide you in making informed decisions that align with your or your team's need and goals. Blah blah. So if I resonate this article with one or two sentences is like the future of a translation lies in a collaboration between human intelligence and AI-powered machine translation. Human translators excel in creative thinking and adapting translations for a specific audience, while AI is ideal for automating repetitive tasks. So this is the conclusion of this article. What else? And I've checked this article as well, and I've noticed this article also also delivering very similar message with the previous one. So if you want to check this, okay, I will read it for you. A little bit. What else? Machine translation versus human translation. We have already talked about the differences between machine and human translation. Most MT engines use neural machine translation engines. This means that they use neural networks similar to those found in a human brain to construct sentences in a target language. On average, machine translation can nearly reach the level of a human translation, and in certain contexts and genres, the translation quality can be very high. There are, however, areas of the localization process where machine translation alone is not sufficient. See, MT usually fails to interpret context, cultural aspects, jokes, or even the overall feel of the text. Some texts, such as literary ones or marketing copy, are simply more suitable for a human translator. If you need help deciding how much MT and human translation to use in a project, head to this article, The Future of Machine Translation, blah blah blah. MemoQ is a big company where developing where creating the cat tool. So this article is also quite reliable. And what else? I didn't check this article yet, but what happened? If you want to know more about the future of a translation industry, you can check some news article that released the recent one. I mean, yeah, that's it.